This channel is powered by patreon.com/swiftlessons. Enjoy a library of specialized resources to help fast-track your guitar journey. Hey everybody, welcome back to Swift Lessons for another lead guitar tutorial and the next installment of my Santana Black Magic Woman lesson series. In this session, we're going to be learning Carlos's second guitar solo, breaking it up into 7 easy-to-learn sections. Now, we're going to get started with a full demonstration of that part, and you can follow along using my bonus resources at patreon.com/swiftlessons. Let's get started. Okay, taking a close look at the fretboard, getting started learning Carlos's second guitar solo. Taking it line by line. Line number 1 is going to look and sound like this. Okay, so that began bending the 13th fret of the B string up and then matching that tone with the 10th fret of the high E string. Next, reverse that before returning down. And then vibratoing on fret number 10. Put that together and we have the first lick. Alright, lick number 2. That started off with some pull-offs, 13 going down to 12, and then down to 10 on the high E. Next, the B string, we're going to bend it up, return, and then pull off down to the 10th fret. Then the G string. Alright, very graceful technique there. We're pre-bending the 12th fret G string, returning down, pulling off, and then sliding. So 3 movements on 3 strings. Put licks 1 and 2 together and we have line number 1 of our tablature. Alright, that gets us to line number 2 where we're going to play. So right there, we're starting off on the 9th fret of the G string. The first lick looks and sounds like this. Alright, so that was 9, sliding up to 10. B string 10, 13. 12th fret of the high E string. Let that ring a second. Then that pull-off trick once again. And then a full bend on the 13th fret of the B string. Alright, from there we're going to bend the 13th fret of the high E string up, coming in just after the beginning of that measure. Take that bend up a full step. Alright, so we're bending the 15th fret of the high E string up, returning down, pulling off, before bending again, and then vibratoing on fret 13 of the high E. Alright, put that together and we have line number 2 of our tablature. And sometimes when I'm doing those bends on the high E string, I like to throw in a little bit of a rake. Those dead strings really add a lot of aggression to your playing. So, alright, and that sounds fantastic. Okay, from there we're going to play. And real slow. Okay, so that began bending the 17th fret of the high E string up a full step. Next, we're going back to that main natural minor or minor pentatonic box for a hammer-on and pull-off trick. Alright, so that was 12 on the high E string, hammering up the 13. Next, pulling off 13, 12, 10. Alright, put that together and we have. We're going to repeat that twice. Alright, then we're going to bend the 13th fret of the B string up a full step and vibrato. So far you have in this line of music. Alright, next we're going to play. Alright, that was 10 on the high E, 13 on the B string, pulling off down the 10. And then the 12th fret G string, bending up about a half step, and then returning. And then pulling off down the 10. Before going to the 12th fret of the D string. And then double stops on the B and the G strings. Put that together and we have. Alright, then into the next measure we're going to play. One more time. Alright, that was the 12th fret of the D string. 10 on the B. Pulling off. And then the G string 12th fret, bending up, returning, and pulling off. And then resolving to the D note, 12th fret of the D string. Alright, that is 4 measures of music right there. That big bend. Here's what you have so far. It's the first half of the guitar solo. Okay, so that sums up the first half of this second guitar solo. Now, moving into the second half, we're going to have this beautiful, very melodic phrase, followed by a lick that's being recycled from the first guitar solo. Alright, so line number 4 is going to look and sound like this. Okay, so I'm picturing that minor pentatonic scale, key of D. Plus the upper extension of that scale. Alright, with that in mind, 13th fret of the B string, bending it up a full step. Alright, then again on 15, back to 13, and then 2 bends on the 12th fret G string. Just letting it ring through. So. Alright, from there, we're going to recycle this lick from solo number 1. Alright, so I bent the 13th fret B string up. Then we're going down the scale. 10, and then 13 down the 10 on the B. I like to do a pull off there. So. Alright, then 12th fret G. Pre-bend and return. A pull off. And then a slide down, a half step. So. Alright, put line 4 together and it should sound like this. Into line 5. Okay, very cool phrases there. We're starting on that 9th fret of the G string, coming out of that last measure. Alright, we're going to slide up, and then play 10 on the B string, 13, and then slowly bend it up. So, coming out of the last phrase. Alright, from there we're going to play 10 on the high E, bend again on the B. And then we're going to have that little pump before a double stop bend. Alright, so there I have 13 on the B, 10 on the high E, then a double stop, 10 and 10, G and B, and then just the 10th fret of the G string by itself with some vibrato. So far you have. Okay, that's going to get us into line number 6. Okay, so right there, I'm picturing a G minor chord. I'm going to arpeggiate down that shape. G, B, and high E strings, 12, 11, 10. Up a full step, and then a bend on the 13th fret of the high E string. So, go up a full step and bend. Then we're going to go up to fret 18. All right, and then up to fret number 20, 2 bends. Letting them ring through. All right, so far you have. All right, then we're back to the main position, 12th fret of the G string. 2 bends right there on that note. All right, from there, we're just going to end with these 2 notes. 13 on the B, 10 on the high E string. All right, you put all of line number 6 together, and it should sound like this. All right, and our final line. Okay, so right there, we're just back in that pentatonic box, playing 10, 13, 10. Repeat, but with a hammer-on. All right, then, pull-offs. We're doing it 3 times on the high E string, twice on the B, and twice on the G, before resolving on the D note, 12th fret of the D string. So, okay, from there, we're just going to finish up this solo by playing a combination of the natural minor scale and the blues scale. All right, that's the A string, 10, 11, 12, 10, 12, 9, 10. Okay, now let's connect lines 6 and 7 together. Should sound like this. And that last bit is definitely going to take some work just to get down the time in. All right, now we've learned every single lick in this solo. Let's see if we can put together all of the second half. Getting started with that great melody in the upper extension. G minor. Alright, and just like that, congrats everybody, you've learned the first half and the second half, you can play that entire solo. Alright everybody, thanks so much for jamming with me on this classic guitar solo today. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And also big thanks to my supporters at patreon.com/swiftlessons. Thank you so much for making all these lessons possible. I hope you're enjoying the extra resources there. And until next time, this is Rob coming at you from the Jersey Shore saying happy picking.